Hey, hi everybody.
Hi everyone.
Look, how cool is this?
We're all together.
I can touch them, see? Wow, we've got a heck of a show today, and we wanna kick it right off on we have a very special guest.
We do.
And it's one of the dog's from Montana, and then he went to another state. Now he's on his way back to Montana, and those folks that are watching from Montana, you know exactly who we're talking about. Greg, can you bring Maya up so we can see Zeus? And let's everybody say hi to Zeus.
Yep. I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, today maybe. There we go. Now let's make her big. Hi, Maya.
Hi.
So what state are you in?
We're actually outside of Salt Lake City, maybe going towards Montana. We have long ways to go, but I started because I wanted to give him breaks. He's hanging out here. I don't know if you can see him. Hey, Zeus.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Zeus.
Hey, Zeus.
So.
Oh, there he is. That big boy.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't follow the Montana page, he was we had to go fetch him out of a shelter. All right. So that's where and he was going back home to Montana.
Yes.
And beautiful boy. And we have a video that Greg's going to play right now. It's going to mute our mics, Mahi, when we play the video.
Sure.
Go ahead and pop that video up of him last night in the motel.
Yeah, maybe my new favorite video.
Yes. Yes. So everybody's watching Zeus, and I might have to give Greg a hand here just for a second, so we can do that.
It's coming up.
He's
looking perfectly at the camera, though.
Oh man, we don't want to play that video yet, do we? Yeah, look at him, everybody. Well, we got tons of comments. We don't have Sharon watching for the comments right now.
No.
So,
can't see him from here.
Hi, Biff. Hi, Joe. Yeah, Marie. Marie's watching. Do you know her, Mai? Oh, Mai's muted.
Oh.
There's.
I said I have interacted with her on the text so much. I think I know her now.
All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play that video.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What is it? Are you happy? Is that a bottle? Are you a good boy? Oh my God. Oh Lord. Is this a happy Zoomy? Is this a happy Zoomy? Good job. Okay, enough. Good, sit now.
That's awesome. You're right. That's my new favorite video too.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm out of the shelter. Woohoo!
So how much further do you have to go before he gets home?
Maybe 6 hours more. But we take it slow. I try to give him as many breaks as he wants. I didn't want him to get too stressed out. But I think he's such a breeze to drive with. He loves the car. Just have to bribe him to get in. And then he just hangs out. He's like better company than most men I know.
I love that.
I mean, he doesn't argue. He appreciates the scenery and he just hangs out. So
this is awesome.
And you know what? I bet he's not a backseat driver either.
You better hope your husband's not watching right now.
She's adorable.
All right, Maya, I know you want to hit the road. And thank you so much for coming on and giving the Montana folks an update. And Carol's watching. I just can't see the comments right now because we're here and the laptop's there. Yeah. So I will get up there and read them. And Greg will probably answer them. But let's see if we get Peggy says she missed Zoomies, and yeah, everybody's happy here. I can't read these all.
it's so cute. I mean, that is just the pure joy. The dog getting out of a shelter and like living it up in the hotel.
Yep, doing his puppy dance.
Yeah, it says he's providing much needed mental lift.
Yes.
So that's a good thing.
And thank you so much for transporting him. I know it's a long drive and we can't, we thank you.
Well, she has an ulterior motive. Can you tell Sharon what your other motive is?
Yeah, so I'm gonna go get another baby from the rescue at the shelter. So
that's wonderful.
The idea was to drive up anyway, and I'm really glad I'm able to help. I think he will make someone really, really happy. I'm almost getting teary at the thought of how loving and wonderful he is. He's like, he just needs long walks. We did an hour walk in the morning. We did 2 hours morning, evening yesterday, and he just mellowed out. And I think someone with a bit of an experience with this breed and lots of energy and lots of time to kind of give him some training and some structure. He's one of the most loving dogs I've ever met. So if that means something.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. And so are you adopting a dog from or will you be fostering?
No, actually it's too far to foster, but I think I'm going to take the baby home for good.
She adopted.
She's adopted?
She adopted from Great Pyr Rescue, Montana. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So a double thank you for transporting Zeus and for adopting.
She went a day out of her way to get him.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. I mean, least I can do. We couldn't leave him there to shelter, so he deserves.
This is awesome. All right. This is amazing. So, all right. My thank you, and thank you for coming on our little show, and maybe we can have a happy adoption story on your other dog when he gets settled in.
Yep.
That's the hope. That's the hope for sure.
Awesome. All right. Okay, Greg, let's move her back down, and let's bring our star of the day up. Okay. So there. I'll help her. There we go. Now we have a superstar. Well, and we also have Roman. Okay. But let's do our featured dog for the day. Everybody, I want you all to meet, well, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Look at that boy.
He's so cute.
Jennifer is his foster mom. Jennifer, what do you know about this boy?
Well, I know that Toby is a wonderful old man looking for a good place to retire. He's 10 years old, and unfortunately, he lived his life on a chain. He's been liberated from that chain, and he's ready to find a forever home. Toby is, he's deaf. He can't hear. So when I want him to come in from the backyard, I have to kind of wave across at him. He's settling in really well. He's doing great with being an indoor dog, from being an outdoor dog. One thing to know about Toby is he is heartworm positive, but we're over halfway through his treatment, so he's going to be ready to be adopted soon. He also has to be neutered before he can go to his forever home, but we've got some appointments scheduled for him, and he's doing really good. What else would you like to know about this guy?
How old you say he was?
He's 10, but he's still springing his step. He's a little bit slow getting out the door when he first gets up, but once he gets in the backyard, he likes to trot the fence line and keep us safe. He also is a really great guardian from cars driving by in the night. I think he sees the lights and he lets me know that they're out there.
I love that picture of him.
I like his picture of him too. Yes. So
he looks good with pink. Mm-hmm.
He does.
Yeah. He does. You know, he's manly enough to carry off the pink.
Yeah.
He's just so cute.
He is.
And you know, he had such a rough life. I mean, when I think about how he's lived the past 10 years, I'm just so happy that he gets to have a good retirement. You know, he gets to last year's. He's so loving, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, that's a question. I don't know why we want to neuter him now at 10 years old. Because he can still reproduce.
You can, yep.
And that'll be a vet call, okay?
Right.
If the vet says no, then it won't happen.
Yep. But there's also health reasons to neuter at that age too, because it can prevent certain types of cancer that dogs are more prone to, especially as they age.
There you go.
Really will be up to the vet, and if the vet, would say that we shouldn't neuter him, then we won't. But at this point, I know the vet that he saw. I know the first vet that he saw, he didn't have much veterinary care, if any at all, in those last 10 years. And but the vet that he saw here, or the first vet that he saw, they said they were willing to neuter him. He just needed to gain weight.
After he put on 15 pounds.
They felt like it would still be a good idea to do it.
How's he with your cats?
Oh, he is good with cats. I have elderly cats that don't run too fast, so that's good. But he just wanted to sniff them and see what they smelled like, and then he left them alone. I have 3 other dogs, and one of the things to know about Toby is he does have some resource guarding, which, for 10 years on a chain and probably a questionable frequency of how he was fed, that's not surprising. So
he came in 25 pounds underweight. So
yeah, and he is gaining. I can't feel his ribs as much as I could, and his hip bones are starting to disappear.
Oh yeah.
But he's going to need to be fed separately, and also given treats separately, because he wants those treats, and he's going to guard them.
All right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Wow.
But otherwise, he does get along with other dogs as long as there is not food or treats involved, correct?
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old Keystone, and they're so cute in the backyard because they both are deaf, and they both will just kind of sniff each other, and their little tails just go back and forth, and they just look like they're enjoying each other's company.
All right. Okay, so nationalpyr.org. He's not available for adoption yet, but he's almost there.
Yes.
I hear rumors they're going to be having you fill out a Q&A form for him or making him public. Maybe am I hearing this right?
Well, I haven't heard that, but I look forward to doing that.
Okay.
It's probably coming.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be coming because he's an amazing young dog. I mean, amazing old man.
He's young at heart. I think he feels like he's got a new lease on life. He got off the chain.
Yeah. Yeah. You should have. When we did a practice run yesterday, and he was just doing, he moved.
He's got a great Pyr ball too, doesn't he, Jennifer?
Pardon me? A Pyr
Is
paw?
it great Pyr ball?
Okay. Wow. All right, Jennifer.
Okay.
Thank you. We're going to take you down to the green room. And you're more than welcome to watch the show from down there. But if we see him doing something cute, like move, our producers get you back up, and so everybody can see it. But
I think he's going to take a nap right now.
Yeah.
He's ready for his nap.
He is. Yep. He's had his second breakfast, and I think he's ready for his nap.
There you go.
Jennifer, if I remember right, he snores, right?
He does. Yep. He snores. Not as much as some other peers that I've had, but he snores.
Yeah, I think I got some videos of him snoring that were sent to me. He's adorable.
All right.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
Okay. So let me look at the comments and see if we have any questions here, because we don't have Sharon separately doing that today. We're all side by side today, and that's pretty good. Lori wants to know if he can come to New York, and the answer to that would be, I'm pretty sure, yeah, because we do have transport. Yep. It depends on, everything that happens with the vet and stuff like that. Okay, he is 10 years old. Okay.
Yeah, but he's a good traveler. I drove down to pick him up, and we had a couple-hour car ride, and he did just fine.
Good. And here's my opinion: if the vet says he can be neutered, I pretty much bet he can go to New York.
Yep.
All right. Wow. Did you see this comment? Lori says they have a peer that looks just like him named Toby. How about that? So maybe there's a destiny there, maybe. All right. So, but yeah, everybody, hi, Nancy. And Nancy, you actually summed that right up. Yes, he is a sweetheart. Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, nationalpyr.org, keep an eye on the adoption center.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Heartworm positive cannot go to New York. I'm sorry. He'll have to be heartworm negative before he goes to New York.
He is partway through his treatment, or, so hopefully, and he was light heartworm positive, not that that means a whole lot, but hopefully that means it'll.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah, he is limited on where he can go. He can't go to Massachusetts, can't go to New York, and I'm not sure which other ones. So because of he's heartworm positive, because they're afraid that, well, heartworm's contagious, and
which is,
it's not.
yeah.
So unless you're a mosquito.
Just one of those silly, silly kind of things, but
Yeah.
So if he tests negative, heartworm negative, he could go to those places.
Yes.
Yep, sure can.
Yep.
He just has to test negative.
And by the way, thank you, Bonnie, for bringing that up. Okay. Well, Jennifer, thank you so much. We're going to move you down to the green room because we got a couple questions for Roman to answer. And it's always beneficial to pay attention to Roman. Okay. So you never want to not pay attention to Roman. Jennifer,
Toby has exited stage left.
I see that. All right. All right, Jennifer, we're going to move you down. And hi, Roman.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you doing today? We don't hear you.
Video. No.
There we do.
No.
Now we do.
So
Where's your headset?
I just finished. Second.
Yeah, you're cutting. You're
for
cutting
technical
in.
difficulties for a moment.
Yeah, hold on for technical.
Heater kicking.
We have those occasionally.
Yes, we do.
That's what happens with live shows.
And that's the fun part. So anyway, while we're having technical difficulties, we want to bring to the attention that we have a fundraiser going on right now while Roman's getting ready.
We do. So do you want to bring up the, I don't know if he's ready now. Maybe he's ready. Oh, yeah, there we go. So our Pyr membership drive is kicking off tomorrow, actually, is the first day. And we've got some great gifts. And basically the way the membership drive works is that you pick a donation level to become a member of the Pyr Pack. And based on the amount of your donation, you receive a thank you gift.
Right. So basically, you're not buying this gift. You are donating to the rescue, and the rescue is saying thank you by sending you a gift.
Exactly. That is correct. So a $25 donation, there's that cute little Pyr decal that you see up there.
I love that with all the smiles.
I do too. It's so happy and spring-like, and it just, I don't know, it makes me smile every time I see it. The $50 donation is an engraved keychain with the National Pyr logo.
Mm-hmm.
The $100 gift is the baseball cap with the National Pyr logo.
And that's a black cap. That's just like what we have, Roman, only it's black.
Yep.
Right.
And then the $250 is the it's a sterling silver Pyr necklace.
I hate to say this, but I like that necklace.
It's a beautiful necklace. Yeah,
and
I like
men
it.
are allowed to wear necklaces, aren't we, Roman?
I totally might have to find a different one, if he really, really wants one.
Yes.
And then the $500 donation is the set of 4 engraved stemless wine glasses.
Nice.
And they really are very cool.
Yeah.
I like those a lot. The $1,000 donation is a custom portrait of your dog by our own Judy Hardman. And you can kind of see a sample there. And then
I've got tons of samples.
And then the $2,500 donation gives you all of the gifts. Each of those donation levels also have a monthly amount. So if you really want the custom pet portrait and you want to do the $1,000 donation, but you maybe don't have the $1,000 right at the moment, you can do the monthly amount. And sorry, I can't read that from this distance, but that would be $84 a month. Or if you wanted to do the ball cap donation, which is $100, that would be $9 a month.
She has notes.
I do. The necklace would be $21 a month. So you can also do a monthly amount instead of just the one-time.
I might
gift
bill
amount.
$421 a month.
So Steve really wants that necklace.
I like that necklace,
So,
but I don't want to look like a girl, no offense.
so,
All right.
so anyway, that starts tomorrow, and
Yes.
I think the link is there. Steve, I don't know if you can pull that up.
I'm going to right now.
It'll be on the National Pyr site, nationalpyr.org. Become a member, and you can check out the new all the gifts and become a member of the Pyr Pack. Gifts are limited, so there are a limited number of gifts. We try to get a good amount of each one, but just keep in mind the sooner that you get the sooner you get your membership in, you're guaranteed to get the gift. Also keep in mind that it does take us time to get them out. So even if you do your membership drive now, it may be 4 to 6 weeks before you receive the gift.
Yeah.
Some of them are still printing and we have to, there's a little bit of a time delay there.
Okay. Now, can we hear you now, Roman?
Got better?
It's a little better.
Still choppy. Greg, do you hear him okay? Just say, no.
He's shaking
Greg
his
said
head.
no too.
Huh. Although, what's happening?
I don't know what's happening either.
I'm
Because we have two questions.
gonna go with
We'll have you,
the question.
you can sign your answer.
He's not in sync. I hate to come up on the screen to say that, but your audio and video aren't synchronized.
Usually that's a signal that does that, isn't it?
Yeah,
Everybody meet Greg. He's the producer of the Pyr Show.
I like to be on here, but I had to be on it so I can tell you.
Okay.
How about
Make me disappear.
All right, I'll make you disappear.
how about now?
Just keep going. Let me read the question to you and let's give that a shot. And I'll interrupt you if something goes wrong. Okay. So, first question. How do you get a 2-year-old Pyr to come in at night? She thinks it's a game and won't come to me.
You start
Oh.
educating your coming to you is and not
We don't have your audio, Roman.
Maybe try going out and coming back in.
do that.
It almost sounds like a dead signal.
1 2 better
That was right there.
there.
Oh.
Yep.
Now he's
Now we lost
frozen.
him completely.
The joys of
I think he left and he's coming back.
Okay.
So I would bring Toby back up, but he's not there.
Maybe remove, there you go.
There we go.
We
All
can
right.
see Sophie out.
Here comes Roman back. Now say something, Roman. I don't know what's happening here.
Signal.
This is not good. We can't lose our Ask the Trainer. We just did.
I'll come back.
Okay, so
How about Soph?
we're going to get on our tablet. And hi, Toby. So we're going to go meet Sophie while Sharon's talking.
I can't bring her in here?
Oh, yeah, bring her in.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring her.
For some reason, we keep getting further away. See, you're not hardly on the camera anymore.
You keep scooting over.
I don't mean to. I'm sitting on the arm of the.
I haven't.
I'm sitting on the arm of the banner now. Can everybody see that banner back there? We're sorry, everybody, we're having a few technical issues here, but there's a lot of y'all watching, and we really, really appreciate that. Okay, make an earring out of the necklace. I like that idea, Mike. I like that, Michael. That's a good idea, except for one little problem. I don't have pierced ears. That would hurt like heck. All right.
Just a little.
So, and
It's not knocked over everything.
there we go. Don't knock over everything. Look who we have. Hi.
It's Miss Sophie.
Hi, Sophie.
Girl.
Hi, Sophie. All right. Sorry, but you're getting small, Toby. Hi. Yeah. Now, Everybody, I want you to, Sharon wants you to meet Sophie.
This is Miss Soph, huh?
Here, we're gonna take little Miss, we're gonna take Mr. Toby down because Sophie might try to hit on him a little bit, you know?
Well, Sophie's not overly fond of males.
No, she's not. She does not like me at all.
Not male dogs. Oddly enough, that is just.
Mm-hmm.
She's okay but she tends to have more issues with the male dogs. You know, she does great with Mabel and Ava.
Yeah.
They're buddies.
Yeah.
And but Sophie does like men better than women.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she can't like women. She just in general likes men. It's easier for her to bond and connect with a man than it is with a woman.
Yeah. But look at that face.
I know.
And believe it or not, she's published. Nationalpyr.org. So, and we have Roman back.
Give Roman audio's back.
How
Yeah.
about now?
That's much better.
I told you it's the coffee.
All right.
So, hi,
Now-
Pyr Pack.
I will reread the question, okay?
Go ahead.
All right. How do I get a 2-year-old Pyr to come in at night? She thinks it's a game and won't come to me.
Good. So we have two good things. Your dog likes games. We have another good thing. The dog likes you. So we're going to compromise those two things together. But the relationship sucks. Because every time your dog has fun, you want him to go inside. That's the problem. So we're going to have you look good and playing a fun game. Now, few things that are not in your favor. Number one, dogs' Pyrenees get easily hot. Now, if inside it's too hot for your dog, he prefers to be outside. We call them hot dogs, not hot dogs. So one thing that I would like you to look for is try to get rid of his undercoat so his body breathes better and insulation works better. The next thing you would like to eventually maybe look at his food a little bit. Try to give him cooling foods instead of hot foods from the Chinese medicine perspective. I know it's kind of very complicated, but I'm just giving you all the options that you have available to pick from, and all of them usually work together best. So feeding your dogs cooling foods is one option. The other one is you have to start in the morning, like being proactive. How do you work with your dog? So here's what I suggest you to do. You let your dog outside, and as you walk outside, you put, I'm magnifying it, a super yummy, awesome treat in your hand and offer it before you open the door. Put it in your hand like this and give the dog a treat. Okay? Open the door, get another treat. It says, hey, on your way out, do you want another treat like that? And it's like, oh yeah. Pyrenees love cheese, fermented cheese. The yuckier, the better. Use super awesome treats that your really dog likes. Please don't go cheap on that one. You have to go what your dog likes, not what you like. Okay? Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to give him a treat and go mind your business. And as he walks outside, hey, I got another treat. And your dog will turn around and like, oh, more of this? I come. Good. Here's another treat. Now go mind your business. He walks away from you. Call him back again. Hey, I got another treat. And your dog is like, oh, cool, I like you. Comes over, gets another treat. And then let him walk. The next thing you do, you're quiet. You put your hand down. Don't say anything. And wait until your dog comes back. Guess who's going to come running? Your guy. Give him that treat too. Good, let's go by, mind your business. Now what you do, you put another hand down, and your dog is paying attention to what you're doing because he doesn't want to miss that treat too. So he's going around in the yard, but in the same eye, he's paying attention to you too. What is your hand doing? And guess what's going to happen? He'll come back to you. Good. Now that you had that routine, when he comes to you, that you come here. Say here instead of come. You know why? Because you have already ruined come. So forget about come. Just call it here. Here is what I would like you to be. And picture him coming running to you. If he is already on his way to you, this is where you're going to call it. Not before and not too late. Okay? So you think Pyrenees are stubborn? No. They are persistent. Persistent is a breed trait that some people who don't benefit from it, they call it stubborn. But those who benefit, they call it persistent. So your dog will be persistent, being predictable what he's going to do, as long as you are persistent, proving him that you're not here to confine him, but only to offer your service. Okay? So I know some dogs don't like treats. So you want to give a jackpot. A jackpot consists of facial expression, affection, appreciation, the word good, and treats. So no matter what your dogs really like, affection, appreciation, or food, he gets all at the same time. So all of that has the same value. So facial expression, the word good are the markers, and affection, appreciation, and food reward are rewards. So even if you don't have treats, you still have affection and you still appreciate your dog. And even if you have nothing of that, the word good and facial expression announces that you have already come at some point giving his money back. Okay. Now that your dog has that routine in, and he knows that coming here is something in for him, he will come to you. Now, once he arrives, work with it persistently, couple of rounds, maybe 5-6 rounds, and then you don't give him a treat. You ask him to do something instead. You want that treat? What do I get? You know, we have a two-way communication here, right? You want what I have, and I know you want it, but I want something in exchange. Ooh, that's a good sit. That gets you another treat. Oh, by the way, go get it. Toss another treat, him to get it. You toss it on the porch. Try to not to fall in between gaps. Toss it where the dog can get it. Make sure your treats are big. The other one, you toss it in the house. He runs in the house. Or maybe he's kind of like, whoa, you're going to lure me in the house. No, I just want you to get the treat. I'm just here to tell you there is a treat in the house. Right? That's all I do. He goes and picks it up. You walk away from the door. Let him go pick it up. And then he comes out again. Good. See? I promised. Here, go get it. Go get it in the house. Go get it outside of the house. In the house, outside in the house. And every time you say that and a dog is running towards it, you call it go get it. So now we have different commands in place. Here and go get it. Now we want to teach the dog that coming inside the house is also an option. That's why you start in the morning. Here, go get it. Then you walk in with him and ask him, sit, good job, and toss it outside of the treat. So the dog learns that just because you called him to get something to eat doesn't mean he has to be stuck in here. You can toss him out outside. So me calling you doesn't mean confinement. Me calling you, there's something in for you. So if you ruined already so far the word come, then use the word here instead and stick to that. Don't ruin that either. Now, I know the dog will hang out and do all this fun, but if you chime into that game, come and get me, like he's from Texas kind of thing, he don't. It's like, you know what? I got something that you want. Arrivederci. And you walk in. Guess who's going to come running? The less you want, the more likely he wants. Right?
Good. Awesome.
You know, Roman, on my Pyr collie mix, he used to do that, and we taught him the touch command, and it's always been a game. So at any point in time, you can be anywhere in the house and yell touch, and he will come find you with the touch command.
Yes.
I mean,
I call it the ping pong game.
There you
Your
go.
partner and you are spread in the house and call the dog ping pong, okay? Come and get it.
So my girls used to do that. They would play hide and seek. They would go and hide from him, and then they would yell touch, and he would run to go find them. And then the other one would yell touch, and then he'd run and go find them. But he always got treats. So it was a great game in a great way that if he's outside and I really want him in, touch is what works.
Well, we have to
because
see
it was fun.
dogs. The guardian breeds are outside because it's a job description, especially in the evening, where most of the wild animals and predators are active. This is where the breed traits comes in, especially at night or in the evening at dusk. The dogs get active.
That's when the farmer's sleeping.
Right? So what do you expect? So be part of it. Go outside eventually. You have to start calling your dog's job description off. He needs to learn that you appreciate the job, but now the job is over. Now we go bedtime. And what do we get in bedtime? Your favorite good night treat. Start creating that a ritual and not just a convenience. Go outside with your dog, entertain your dog, have him feel appreciated, have the job being completed, and then come inside. A dog who doesn't have a complete job is a dog who's not being appreciated of doing what he does. And that's where you guys end up in trouble, because the dog doesn't follow you because he's not done with the job, because nobody appreciates him. I guess I'm going to stay longer out here until somebody appreciates it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Now, what's your schedule look like? Because Athena showed up in the green room. She got caught up in traffic.
Well, I'm Greek, and I hear the word Athena. I'm in for it.
Are you? Well, then we're going to bring Athena and her foster mom, Jody, up. And this is a beautiful dog. Okay. This really is.
Hi.
Looky there. Hi, Jody.
Oh, my goodness. She's a Mastiff mix.
Yeah.
She has a Pyr appearance, so she's, believe it or not,
She's so cute. I love her.
she's beautiful.
Okay.
Is she a Pyr Mastiff mix? Is that what she is?
Her parent, I know that I can't remember which parent was the Pyr, but yeah, she's definitely some sort of mix. But she has Pyr in her. She had a Pyr parent, so that's
good.
She looks like Mastiff.
Yeah, she's.
So what's going on?
So, what can you do? I know you don't know much about her because you're not actually her foster. She's in boarding. And what happened there?
She was adopted as a puppy, and then she hasn't had entropia. She just had the surgery done. So she was returned to the rescue for the reason we think maybe it was the entropia surgery was too much financially for the adopters, or they just couldn't handle her. She was too big. We're not 100% sure, but so she's been returned. She's had the surgery, and she's a very happy, sweet dog. So she's just ready to be adopted to a home.
And how old is she?
She's about 1, and she's good with kids. She's good with other dogs. We haven't had a cat test with her yet, but we can do that if that's if that's requested.
Right.
Okay.
And she's gorgeous. And you said the entropia surgery's been done now?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you her face. Oops, excuse me.
So you're at the kennel.
I'm at the kennel now. Yes.
Okay, cool.
So a few things that I noticed that I really appreciate, and I just want to share for you guys who want to adopt that dog. That dog talks a lot. She's very clear what she wants. If she struggles with something, she's gonna tell you. If she's needs some help, she's gonna tell you. I don't know why these people give up the dog. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, she's a good dog. We don't understand it either, but here we are.
She's a little bit nervous. She's a little bit insecure, but that's likely because lack of socialization, likely.
And she's young.
Yeah. So what I see in her, I see a guardian breed / working dog.
Absolutely. Oh, we lost your video. We lost your audio.
Somebody tried to call me. Something important must be.
That's why.
And then what I look for here is she's really a little bit concerned about the hands. So if she was with children before, she may have a little bit of a rough thing going on with kids, hands and stuff. I would definitely encourage her to see hands as only good things coming up. Not reprimanding the dog. She feels like discomfort. If you ask me, I would say this dog is a healer.
Really?
So she would definitely go to a family where people, have a little bit of a struggle. She would be a comfort dog. Okay, she's not a dog who has to roughhouse with another dog. I don't think that we're gonna end up healthy for that dog.
Jody, he's not talking about Healer the breed. He's talking about Healer the personality trait.
Yeah.
Right. I understood as he was talking. Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I would definitely see that dog with another dog who really looks out for information, respects signals, has a little bit of a basic education, speaks dog, in other words, and in a family that is not harsh to her. She will really very sensitive about how to take information. If you yell at her, she takes it personally.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's all good.
Michael,
So sweet. She's beautiful.
Michael thinks she may have some Dane in her, and so does
That was what I thought when I saw her, but
yeah.
like when I saw her picture, but
But at the end of the line, does it matter?
nope. Gorgeous.
She's beautiful.
Yeah. And this is, can you see her eye? It's okay, sweetheart. It's okay.
Oh, other people may. We're kind of far away from our monitor.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Good girl.
Now she's in Texas. Is that right?
Yes, we're in Kingwood, Texas, close to Houston.
Okay, so you're close to Houston. Now,
Yeah.
what happens if somebody in Oregon wants to adopt her? Is there transport available? Do you know? Amazon down here.
We'll transport her up to the Northwest, no problem. Yep.
Awesome.
At least every 3 weeks.
Okay, so about 3 weeks. And personally, I think T-Bone needs a playmate.
I was about to say, I'm in quarantine. I'm not allowed to take any dogs in here right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I have a dog coming in from a humane society that I have to work on. He's a, let's say, institutionalized dog who was used for fighting.
Manny.
Yeah, Manny, right? And he was also, it's a court case actually. And so
Okay.
he's been through a lot. And so we have to kind of work with him. So Humane Society offered basically Manny's cave. It's a literally a shed, a home shed, a tiny house that is specially designed to have those dogs who are long-term shelter dogs or long-term institutionalized dogs to come in feel very comfortable in a new home, table manners, desk manners, socialization, everything's coming here to play. And I need to plug myself in here. There you go.
While you're talking, Roman, they're asking about Lenny because they noticed Jody's T-shirt.
I was just
Lenny.
how
Yeah.
is Lenny doing?
Can you
So
see it?
Lenny, yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
So Lenny has surgery on Monday. You remember Lenny, Roman?
Yeah,
Surgery is now on Monday.
good.
So,
And I think we get to
I don't have
him
a T-shirt.
and did you hear that? Roman didn't get a T-shirt. But Melissa did. I have mine. So, but anyway, so greatpyrsandpaws.org. Okay?
Yes.
When she's available, that's where you're going to see her. greatpyrsandpaws.org.
Oh,
Yeah.
speaking of, whoever has a Lenny T-shirt, get
Yeah.
discount.
Oh.
Just putting it
Whoever
out
has
there.
a Lenny
Only thing you
T-shirt,
have to do is take a picture of this T-shirt and says, "Hey, I need some help," and you're like, "Okay, here you go."
they get a discount. Roman will give a discount to whoever is wearing a Lenny T-shirt. There you go.
Oh, and
Look how beautiful.
we get to have Lenny for an update.
We're gonna-
asking about him after his surgery. He'll be coming back on
Next week. Next week. Oh, at least we're trying next week. We try and we don't make it, but we tried. Got lucky this time.
Yeah.
Zeus was on.
So we're hoping that Lenny will be on next week. It'll be the week after.
Yeah.
And we're excited.
Jody, thank you for going all the way to the show.
So thank you so much for having us, and I hope Lenny, I hope your forever home. She deserves it.
Yes, she does.
Yep, she sure does. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
This is awesome. Jody, thank you. You're more than welcome to watch the show from the green room. But we do have another question for Roman.
Okay,
Is
thank
there
you so
anything
much.
is there anything you'd like to add before I drop you into the green room?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
All right. Stay warm down there. Stay dry.
It's here. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Jody. All right. What a beautiful dog.
You know what? I would take her.
Well, you're in quarantine.
I'm in an RV. I don't fit more dogs in here. I'm kind of over limits.
Yeah, I know it. You need a bigger RV. That'll fix that.
No, I need my property finally done and the house moving.
You need to finish your house.
Yep.
So now Athena might be able to help you finish the house.
You
Oh.
said she was a healer.
She's a healer.
I mean, the healing center needs a killer dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. All right. Question number 2.
Nice try.
All right. Our second question is from Sue. She says, our young female Joy is about a year and a half old now. She has very limited vision in one eye. Lights and shadows very limited vision, lights and shadows due to an injury from a goat as a young pup. She is very sweet and confident dog, it seems. She can be a bit reactive around our other dogs, especially if they approach on the side of her bad eye. Okay. When meeting other dogs on walks and sometimes people, though she settles down quickly with both. All right. Is there any behavior wise that we can do to help with her with this limited vision on that side? There is nothing medically that can be done at this point.
Well, you're not dealing really with a dog here. You're dealing with wrong set. You're not dealing with the dog's brain. You're dealing with the dog's body. So the body has a response that everything that comes from that side is surprising. So my recommendation is starting working with your dog and the other dogs. One thing also I would suggest would be using a dummy dog, a plush dog from a real size, and start having the dog, the fake dog, being on the blind side, the blind spot, and start with the dog just feeling safe being next to another body. Have the dog, that fake dog, while the dog is eating. Have that fake dog on that side while the dog is drinking. So what happens will be the dog will be on the blind side where the dog usually moves. You can only do that with individual dogs. You cannot have multiple dogs in the same room. That will start creating the sensation that if something is next to me, it's not going to hurt me. So we try to override the trauma that happens in the body and is programmed. The next thing you want to do is you want to have that fake dog on a short leash. And while you reward your dog for doing a good sit, you're going to move that dog towards you so the dog gets into a visual field and your dog will likely turn, recognizing, oh, that's my guy. Give that a treat too. We want the dog to start feeling comfortable about not only things being next to him, but also things moving next to him. And so we slowly interact. And once we have that moving and being next to it, now we start touching next to. So for that, I would say you want to take your dog and the fake dog on a walk. I know it sounds silly, okay? Sandy can prove it. Sandy is my fake dog. She's a golden, to be precise. I have no problems with goldens, but she looks a little bit weird. So she has that weird look. The way her
She's
hands
good
are-
looking.
She's good looking. Her body injuries are thousands of dollars worth. Cranial ruptures, throat removed, all these injuries she survived, and she's still in retirement right now. She's in a retirement plan. So she's going to have to be replaced because I don't have enough stitches to put her back together.
She's been attacked by a lot of dogs.
Yeah, but she's doing great. She's holding on. She has at least 4 legs that are stable because there's wire in it.
Well, she's 10 years old too, isn't she?
Yeah, pretty. No, she's 90. She is 6.
6. Okay.
6 years old. Like, I have other smaller dogs too. So according to the dog size, you want to get a similar size dog, not too big, not too small. And now you take them out for a walk. You can have 2 people. The one people walks the dog, and the one person you walk. You have those dogs on the outer side of you. You are on the blind spot. Okay? Person's on the blind spot. So if you interact with your dog, with other people, you always want to cover your dog's blind spot. No matter which side you are on the street, blind spot is your side. Okay? You guys are a teamwork. And once that is settled, then all of a sudden you move closer and closer to that person who has the dog on the inside, and then you have the dog who is on the other side go ahead, okay, on the blind dog, and let the blind dog smell the butt, and then switch. Then on from the blind side, the other dog comes and smells the butt. It's important for the dog to recognize what kind of sensations can happen to you from the blind side, because everything that happened so far is strange and fearful resulting. And everything that you want to do, keep the leash loose. Loose leash. No pulling, just loose leash. Let the dog have a freedom of movement, because if you don't, you're going to cause the dog trauma. Stagnancy causes another trauma, so you don't want to go down that road. Loose leash. If your dog wants to move faster, that's fine. The other dog falls behind. They're going to catch up again. Okay? So the whole important part is for the dog to recognize that everything happens around him, it's safe, and you're part of it. Now you're going to bring your dogs into the equation once that is settling. And always use a reward-based system. I would use a clicker. A clicker is a good reward because your hands are too slow to deliver, but the clicker is quick to deliver the information that the treat will come. So every time something can happen, you click. You click before it actually happens. First, you charge the clicker and reward the dog for doing what he does, and reward the treat. I don't want to educate right now. Do the clicker training. You have so many videos online. You can go how to clicker train your dog. But you use the clicker for a different situation right now. You click the dog for a good event to happen. So instead of reward, we have the event being the reward. And once the event happens, then you give the food. Click, event, reward. Click, event, and reward. So every time you click, the dog expects positive things to happen. He gets rewarded to that. It's a slippery slope. Think before you act. It depends on the dog response. It's not just written in book that you have to do exactly that. So if you have questions on that, welcome to check in with me and we can talk about the situation. I would like to see a video of your dog, the way he moves. I can give you a little more details.
You know Sue. It's Sue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, she had to work. She may not be watching right now, but
Okay.
she wanted me to have that question up so she can watch the replay. And
we have to recognize that dogs with disabilities have disabilities. It's not just your dog, and you don't need to be ashamed of a dog with disabilities. And from my perception, a dog with 3 legs is as much as a dog with 4 legs. His disabilities is our limitation, not his.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
However, those limitations are things that the other dogs don't know. They don't understand. So we have to protect that dog, because the other dogs don't understand that he's blind. They expect him not to be, because in nature, naturally, he would not survive anyway, unfortunately, because he would be easy threat, easy meal for anybody else, right? So we have to make sure that we're coming from that angle of support, not correction, not punishment. I'm not talking to Sue here. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody has a dog who has something. Like our dog, Lenny, for example, who will have a problem after the surgery, right? He still is a dog who is handicapped. He needs special support. And we need to be aware of that. And we have to accommodate for it. Especially dogs who have difficulties getting blind. Slowly, we can see the dog is not orienting himself right. He doesn't recognize you. He barks at people that he's supposed to know. That's a signal that a dog doesn't see well for some reason.
Toby right
So-
there laying down, right next to
We
you
want
right
to make
there.
sure. We
Yeah.
want to make sure paths are clear. Okay. Don't use diffusers in the house. Let the dog smell his orientation. That's what the dog looks for. His smell orientation. If your dog sees shades, you can mark shades on the floor, showing him where the staircase starts. Put the black tape on top of it. Don't move things around. Don't have boxes or shoes in between the road where he usually walks. Don't change the carpets. Keep things easy walking, easy direction. Imagine you close your eyes and try to navigate yourself through the house. Where do you feel problem in? Okay? These are all things we have to consider working with a dog who has disabilities.
That's good. Awesome.
All right.
And every disability can be different. So like Toby
Right.
over there is deaf. Okay. By the way, just so you know, when you said that you would love to have a dog like Athena, well, Ann said that she can hook you up.
I was trying, Ann. I really was.
Ann's with the Great
I
Pyrs
am
and Falls.
looking for a puppy right now because of the situations we're in. We're looking for we have 2 big dogs and we have a very small dog, and we lost a medium-sized dog, so I need to cover the medium-size need in our family. So yes, we're looking for a dog medium size,
I
maybe
thought
not
she was
more than
medium size, right? 60 pounds?
Athena is medium sized.
Yeah, I think that's medium sized.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help you out, Ann.
But Roman is not buying this. Remember, he's a
Not even a little.
behaviorist.
I mean, in my house, 60 pounds is the little dog.
my
Gypsy's my little
dog
dog.
size starts with 100.
Yeah.
Downsized a lot with saying medium-sized
Yeah.
dog. It really hurts. Like it really. Misha, I love you. Really, it's my Chihuahua. She's like, did you what?
Roman, thank you so much. As always, your answers are just very informative, and they give us options.
I
We
appreciate
appreciate
I
it.
know my answers are not always what people expect, but I that's who I am.
Your answers never cease to amaze us. But you know what? When you try Roman's answers, then you just might like it. The signature on my email says force-free training. Try it. Your dog might like it.
And all right, are we going to show Ava and
It's about 2 minutes till 2. Our battery-powered lights are gradually going out on us here.
Ava
So,
patiently been
we
waiting
do
for
want to
her.
show Ava. So let me do something here. I'm going to move Roman
kick
back
me
over.
out, you guys. Save some buttons.
Okay. Oop, okay, Roman. Thank you. Bye.
Bye, Roman.
Okay. And we're going to keep Toby in there. So let's give this a shot.
All right. Little Ava has been waiting for her moment in the sun, and because she won't necessarily come in here with all of these things, we'll see if Steve can get the iPad working. Hopefully that battery is still good.
Yep, hopefully.
100%.
Yeah.
You should hear me go doink in a second.
Okay. He says we should hear him come on in a second. You'll get to see Sophie and Mabel too. Mabel is my foster failure. She joined the family last September, and actually though we'd been fostering her since February, and then we made it official in September. Oh, and there he is. There's the farm, kind of.
Hey, can everybody see us?
Yep. And it actually turned out to be a pretty day.
Yes, it's beautiful.
So
And there's Ava.
there's Mabel walking too, and there's Ava out there. Now Ava's probably going to walk away if he gets too close, but maybe not. Oh, let's see, there's
That's Mabel.
There's Mabel, there's Sophie. Me dizzy. There's the barn. Whew. We're gonna have to give Steve some lessons on on the iPad.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We got
come
it.
on, So. It's okay. She just wants a drink, I think.
Yeah. Now we have to see
something rare. There's the show.
Behind the show, Steve.
There's
the show.
Yep. That's the barn and the show.
So what do you
There's
think?
Maple's favorite spot.
That's me. And for
And
anybody
that remembers Chestnut,
this was
this
her
was her room.
Yep. That was Jess's room.
Okay,
We're getting feedback. All right. Oh, boy. Now we're like super bright.
There it goes.
There we go.
How did I do?
We're going to have to give you some lessons.
Oh, so basically I sucked. All right. So everybody, wow, we're bright now.
I know.
There we go.
Yep.
So we still have one light on. All right, everybody, thank you for joining us. And Mabel right here, no, Sophie right here
Yep.
says thank you. Everybody remembers Sophie. Melissa's on. She remembers Sophie.
She remembers little stuff.
Yeah, she does. So
Yeah.
nationalpyr.org,
Don't forget the
membership drive.
Membership drive. There's
The
behind
membership drive.
you. Join the Pyr Pack.
That is a fundraiser. Okay?
Yep.
You know, remember how we helped Lenny get his money. That was a fundraiser. We helped Montana get fundraising. Now we need a fundraiser now. So this is our fundraiser. This is how we survive.
And I should also add that new this year, there's actually, when you go on to the membership and to the forum, you can actually choose a rescue that you want your donation to benefit. Because we're national and some of the other rescues fall under us, we do help support them.
That is correct.
So you can actually choose, and you can choose multiple rescues. So if you want a little bit to go to each one, if you want to sponsor two, however, but you can choose your you can choose your rescue.
So nationalpyr.org, if it's happening, that's where it's happening. Okay? Do you agree?
I do.
I haven't said that in a long time, have I? So I always used to say that every day. So, Mr. Greg, thank you for producing such an awesome show. Jennifer, thank you for bringing Toby up and showing everybody. Okay.
Yes.
And he looks like being on a show is hard work. So.
We're all ready for a nap now.
And we're all ready for a nap now. So, and Nancy, we are going to have an awesome week. And I tell you, this whole thing with Zeus, that was just simply amazing.
Yep.
And we're going to put Toby back down in the green room, and we're fixing to say, bye, everybody. Well, hang on a second. Hang on. I wasn't ready for the bye, everybody. Okay. Want to try it one more time. Bye, everybody.